Awesome, you guys. Welcome to team meeting. Today's going to be a fun one. Today's going to be a good one. So first things first, what I want you guys to go ahead and do is grab your guys' phones. I want you to put those guys on airplane mode because I want us just to be practicing being in the present. I want you to be here with us now. Everything that you guys have going on outside of Cutco, it can wait. So what I really want to focus on is just being here now. All the other stress, everything outside of this meeting, it'll still be there in 2 hours when we get done right at 7. So I just want to practice on being here now. So with all that being said, put your phones on airplane mode, and then I want everyone to take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Cool. I just want us centered and focused and here in the present. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and let's get team meeting kicked off. So welcome to team meeting, you guys. I got a lot of cool stuff for you guys today. But first things first, we're going to do some breakout rooms. So I got 3 breakout room questions for you guys. I saw this question on TikTok and I thought it was really interesting and I wanted to know what your guys' take on this was. So if you had if you had to give a 40-minute lecture on a topic with no prep time, what's that topic? If you're like, hey, like get me in a room, like with this people and I can give you guys a lecture like no other. What is that lecture going to be about? Next is what's your guys' favorite school subject? I'm curious to hear your guys' answers with this one. And then what's something that you never learned how to do? I also saw this on TikTok too, and some people's answers in the comments were hilarious. So I want to know what your guys' answers are to these 3 questions. So with that being said, I put you guys into breakout rooms. I'm going to go ahead and open those breakout rooms, get to know each other a little bit, and then we're going to come back in 5 minutes.
Too late.
Awesome. How are you guys' breakout rooms? So, Walker, if Isabella had to give a 40-minute lecture on a topic with no prep time, what's going to be her topic?
She said she would talk about like she wanted to be a dietitian, so probably about dieting and how like a diet is important. That's what she said.
I like it. Dietitian stuff. Annie Neeson, what was Sky's favorite subject in school?
We did not have one.
You didn't have a favorite class? Lunch was my favorite class. Awesome. And then Isabella, what is something that you never learned how to do?
I never learned how to do?
Yeah.
So we didn't really get to this question. We didn't have enough time. So give me 1 second. I never, okay, I know how to swim, but I never learned how to dive.
How to what?
Dive, like into pools, like woo, you know?
Oh, dive. I think you said die, and I was like, huh? Like dye hair? Or...
dive. So.
Yeah, I never learned that either. So I guess we're in the same boat.
I tried it, it's just a belly flop every time. So I gave up.
Awesome. I love it. So next thing is I want you guys to go ahead and pull out your guys' calendars. We got 3 major events coming up. So if you guys want to go ahead and jot these down in your notes and put these in your calendars. So next week, we will have team meeting on Wednesday instead of Thursday, because Thursday next week is Thanksgiving. So it'll, instead of being on Thursday, it'll be on Wednesday, November 23rd from 5 to 7 right here on this Zoom. And then we will have Team Phone Jam this Saturday, November 19th from 11 to 1. And Zach Utera, he's going to be leading that one. So make sure that you guys pop out to those ones. Saturday sets up your Sunday, Monday demo, so you guys can finish the week strong. So I always like having a Saturday Phone Jam just because it sets up the rest of my week. And I can always end the week strong and making sure I'm guaranteeing myself a pretty good paycheck by the end of the week. And then this Sunday, we're gonna have our first winter prep meeting. We'll have 2 winter prep meetings, and I'll be sharing a little bit more about the second winter prep push on Sunday. But that's just getting us ready to go into our push week on Sunday, November 20th. That's gonna be from 12 to 1. It's gonna be an hour just with me. So anyone that is interested in going after big numbers for this winter push and this prep, we're gonna be diving into the goods. Next, this is the quote of the week. So I want you guys to go ahead and jot this down for me. It's the quote of the week. So the quote of the week, it's never too late to be who you might have been. It's never too late to be who you might have been. And I really like this quote. And this quote kind of stood out to me because I feel like a lot of people, they're like, I'm not reaching my full potential. I'm not the best version of myself. I'm not as strong. I'm not as smart. I'm not as talented. I'm not as whatever as I could be. Right. But it's never too late to get stronger. It's never too late to get smarter. It's never too late to become that best version of yourself, to learn that skill, to do whatever you need to do. So I know that all of you guys have a great and incredible potential, and it's not wasted, right? It's never too late to be that person that you want to be. So I really like that. And especially going into winter push, who do you want to be during winter push? Who do you want to be next year in 2023? The way you finish this year is going to be the way you start next year. So how can we go into 2023 becoming the best versions and being who we might have been? Next, I want to go ahead and talk about just the levels of leadership. So we got a couple. I am looking for more and new assistant managers. So I have 4 assistant manager spots open and available, and I'm looking to fill those as quickly as possible. So as soon as you hit your first promotion, you're eligible for our key staff program, where we just get to dive into some higher level advanced skills. At $3,000 in sales, you get to become an assistant manager and help us and be a part of our staff meetings, where you get to really learn what it means to be an assistant manager. At $6,000 in sales, you get your first management experience. At $10,000 in sales, you get to learn interview skills. At $15,000 in sales, you get sharpening training. $20,000 in sales, you get fair and show training, which is what our CSPs do. And then after $20,000 in sales, you have the chance and the opportunity to be a part of our branch manager summer internship program, or be a district manager, which is the career opportunity, which is what I do. If you're not really excited about management, we also have our CSP and FSM program, where this is full-time sales. So for example, Isabella, she's gonna be running a branch office next summertime. So she's gonna be part of that summer internship program. And Annie Neeson, she's a lot more driven towards sales. So she's gonna be part of our FSM CSP, where she's just gonna be doing full-time sales, working the booths and working with our Cutco sales professionals as well. So we have people in every single stage and every single part of these levels of leadership. But I just want to let you guys know there is room for advancement. I am looking for more leaders. I am looking for more assistant managers, branch managers, district managers, Cutco sales professionals, and FSMs. So if you guys are interested in any type of leadership at all, or advancement opportunities, please let me know, and we can put you on that track and on that path for leadership, for advancement, and for getting to that next level. Next thing I want to go ahead and talk about is winter push. So this is the first thing I want to go ahead and talk about. You guys can jot this down in your notes. You can title this winter push. So we have a winter push. It's going to be from November 29th till December 26th. And what this push is you guys will have a chance to win a trip to Mexico, 100% for free, paid for by Uncle Vector, aka the company. The company will pay for a trip to Mexico for you guys. So the keys to this winter push, I want you guys to write down these 3 things. The keys to our winter push is going to be 40 demos completed. So if you do 40 appointments over this next winter push from November 29th till December 26th, you will sell $10,000 and put yourself in a very great position to really set yourself up for success in getting a free trip. Next is going to be Mission 100. What Mission 100 is how quickly can you get 100 MAC customers on your guys' names list? You guys have seen Annie Neeson posting in the GroupMe about her names list, her goal thermometers, and her preparation for this winter push as well. And if you can get to 100 names and numbers, you'll have plenty of people to call, plenty of people to do presentations for, and you will sell a ton. And then the last part is just spread the word. Be posting on social media, be talking to your friends about this. Next week, I'm going to be meeting with every single person on our team individually. And I'm going to be talking to you guys about who you guys want on the team and who do you guys want to be a part of your team to help you win this trip to Mexico. In the bottom left-hand corner over here, you can see this little link. It's tinyurl.com/2022 winter push. This is going to be your ultimate guide to preparing for this push contest. And it's going to be your ultimate guide to just absolutely ripping the lid off. So let's dive in a little bit more about this winter push contest. We know the keys to win it, but what is the contest itself? So you guys will have the chance and the opportunity to win a full inclusive trip to Puerto Vallarta. Flights, hotels, room service, everything is going to be on us. It's going to be on the company. So there's 4 ways that you can actually win this trip to Puerto Vallarta 100% for free. So to win it at 50% and only pay for half of the trip, you can personally sell $8,000 and have your PR team sell $2,000 by January 9th. Now, what is a PR team? A PR team is your personal recruits or people you personally recommended to the job. So that's like if I was doing the job and I recommended Isabella to the team, she'd be my PR because she's my personal recommendation. I recommended her to the team. And so I would have to sell 8,000 and Isabella would have to sell 2,000. And that qualifies me to win that trip at 50%. Or I can personally sell $2,000 and have my PR team sell $8,000 by January 29th to win that trip at 50% as well. So your PR team, it doesn't matter how much each person sells as long as it totals to 8,000. So let's say I personally sell my 2,000 and I recommend Isabella and Annie to the job and they both sell $4,000. In total, that will add up to 8K, which means I won that trip at 50%. So Isabella could sell 7, Annie could sell 1, Annie could sell 5, and Isabella could sell 3. It doesn't matter as long as it totals up to 8,000. That will help me qualify for the trip. You can win that trip 100% for free by personally selling $10,000 and having your personal recruiting team or your PR team selling $4,000. So if I sell my 10K and Isabella sells her 2 and Annie sells her 2, boom, I qualified 100% for free. And I could personally sell 4K and have my PR team sell 10K. And that would also help me win that trip 100% for free. But if you're like, hey, Trey, I don't know a lot of people, I'm not sure if I can get any of my friends on the team, that's okay too. You can also personally win the trip for free by personally selling 15K with no PR team sales required between the dates of November 29th and December 26th. So the PR team requirements is that your friend needs to start the job between December 2nd and January 8th for you to hit that goal. And all the orders must be done by January 9th. So does that make sense?
I have a question on the selling.
Yes.
So is it for me, for the 15K, is it CPO or
Yes.
is it, okay.
It'll be off
Okay,
your,
I have a question too.
yes.
So I did, weirdly, I got an email on it too. Well, I don't know why I got an email, but I got an email stating that all orders, like because of the holiday, that they must be placed between a certain timing, but the timing you're talking about. So does it concern the timing of this year or is it concerning the time in January?
So that's just to get your orders by Christmas.
Okay,
That's
so
not
don't worry. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I thought you flipped it around.
yeah, no, you don't have to worry about any of that. That's just to guarantee your customers get their orders by Christmas.
Okay, I got you.
Awesome. And then the last part of this contest is you can bring your friends with you. So any rep that starts between December 2nd and January 8th can also win the trip 100% for free by selling $10,000 in their fast start. So within their first 10 days on the job, if they sell 10K, they automatically also qualify for that trip 100% for free as well. So This is a really cool opportunity, you guys. November and December are some of our biggest months of the year. People are buying more Cutco now and spending more money now than any other time of the year. And honestly, I look forward to this time of the year because people are in the buying mood. Tons of companies spend millions of dollars on advertising for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas sales, holiday sales. And the best part about Vector and Cutco is we get to swoop in, use all that free advertising for us and give a ton of deals, give a ton of discounts, and make sure that our customers are winning as well. So that is our Puerto Vallarta trip contest. And I was going to say, with these Vector trips go hard. We work hard, party harder. So it's going to be a really fun and really good time. Isabella and Annie went on a trip to Olean, New York. They went to Canada, got to meet some of the factory workers, and they had a great time. I'm not going to share too much of the details on how much they partied, but just know they had a good time while they were in New York. Next thing I want to go ahead and talk about is just some Silver Cup standings and just let you guys know where we are. So last week we did drop a place. We were at 6, or I guess we dropped 2 places. We were at number 6, then we just dropped down to the number 8 spot. We're still in the top 10, but we still have a long way to go to get to that number 1 spot and win that Silver Cup for the year. So it's going to take every single one of us on this call. No one person can do it by themselves. It's going to take every single person on our team grinding every single week to get us to the spot where we need to be successful. Last week we were not in the top 5, so last week was a little bit of a slow week for us, but you know what, I'm more excited and more energetic and looking forward to the next 2 to 3 weeks, because I know that a lot of you guys are going to be getting out of school. A lot of you guys are going to be having more time to do presentations. And I know like right now it's like finals week and preparing for finals. And so in these next couple of weeks, you guys are going to have an amazing opportunity because 1, you're going to be back home. You guys are going to be in front of your laptops, your computers, and you're going to have nothing but time on your side and not have to worry about school, tests, homework, nothing like that. And you guys get to dive in head first into everything. So I'm really excited for these next couple of weeks. Even though we weren't in the top 5 this past week, I know that next week we got it in the freaking bag. Next, I want to go ahead and talk about some All-American scholarships and All-American scholarship standings. So we've had some movement on here. Miss Annie Neeson jumped up 3 spots to that number 55 spot at $11,758 so far for the campaign, putting herself at the number 55 spot for that All-American scholarship. And then we got Terrell Thompson in the Colorado Springs office going to the University of Colorado Springs at 10,600 or 10,613 at that number 68 spot. And then we got Eduardo in the Colorado Springs office at that 168 spot at 5K. So you guys, I know a lot of you guys are in school, a lot of you guys are taking classes right now. Use Cutco to your advantage. Use Cutco to help pay your way through school and win scholarships. This is one of the ways that I was able to graduate debt-free and be able to pay for my books, tuition, room and board. It's from this All-American scholarship. So definitely take advantage of this opportunity, you guys. So now what I want to go ahead and go over is just some recognition for sales. So far this week on Thursday, as of Tuesday to today, Thursday, these are sales so far for the week. So Miss Sky placing an order at 186 CPO. So one clap for Sky on 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we got Annie Neeson placing an order over $1,000 in sales so far for this week at 1031. Give Miss Annie Neeson a good clap on 3, 1, 2, 3. And
Question.
then 1 second. Can I answer it here in a little bit?
Yeah.
Perfect. So last week we were at $3,202 in sales for the week, which was better than the previous week. So we're growing back in that momentum back as well. So I just want to go over some recognition for last week's sales. So on the board, Miss Sky at 363. One clap for Sky on 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we got Terrell Thompson placing 2 orders at 442. One clap for Terrell on 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we got Zach Shreve placing 3 orders from the new training class at 494 CPO. One clap for Zach on 3, 1, 2, 3. Boom. And then over $1,000 in sales, Miss Annie Neeson, one order on the board, $13.96. Getting back on her Cutco grind. A lot of positive momentum behind her right now. And Annie's actually been a part of our new program. It's called the mentorship program. So what Annie's currently doing is every Tuesday she's meeting with the top Cutco sales professionals, and she's just having a meeting with them, and they're teaching her advanced sales skills. And she gets to ask high-level questions, learn a little bit more sales skills and techniques, and it's been helping her think so much bigger too. She was saying the other day, she was like, yeah, I hopped on and they were asking what our goals were for the end of the year, and people were saying 80,000, 50,000, and I had to bump my goal up to $30,000 by the end of the year. It was just making me think bigger, wanting to do more and get to that next level in sales. And so if you guys are interested in that leadership or in that mentorship program where you get to learn from the top Cutco sales professionals in our division, they love teaching. They want more people on those calls, and they're wanting to teach you guys those higher level advanced sales skills. So to be a part of that call and to be a part of that mentorship program, you need to be $20,000 in sales. So get to $20,000 in sales as soon as you can to start learning those higher advanced sales skills. So one clap for Annie Neeson on 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. And then next, I want to talk about Consistency Club. So what Consistency Club is, it's every week that you guys are over $1,000 in sales, you get put on a national newsletter. And this newsletter gets sent out to every Cutco sales professional and every single district manager in our entire company. It's national recognition. And no matter what percentage you guys are at, getting $1,000 in sales for the week is guaranteeing you guys a solid paycheck. And so I have a little contest for you guys, a little incentive. So every week that you're over $1,000 in sales, you get this little fire emoji next to your name, which is pretty fire, literally and figuratively. Bad joke. But anyway, if you're 5 weeks in a row over $1,000 in sales, you get a free entertainer pack from your boy. If you're 10 weeks in a row over $1,000 in sales, you get a free Engraves K-bar. So looking at our sales report from last week, Annie Neeson, 2 weeks in a row over $1,000 in sales. This week also solidifying it, so she's at 3 weeks currently. And when she gets that 5 spot, she gets a prize from me. Annie's gotten so much Cutco from me over these past couple months, it's insane. So our Consistency Club record is currently 17 weeks in a row, and it was set by Miss Annie Neeson. So she's going after breaking her own record of just getting those consistent sales every single freaking week. So that's our Consistency Club. Next is promotions and seeing who gave themselves a pay raise. So no one at 136. We had Terilyn Thompson hit $10,000 in sales. And then our newest promotion is actually Miss Annie Neeson, who last week hit $30,000 in sales throughout her Cutco career. Annie's the highest rep in career sales that I've ever had the pleasure of coaching. So Annie, keep crushing it, keep killing it. Next promotion is 50K, and hopefully we'll be able to celebrate that by the end of the year. This is our $10,000 Fast Start Hall of Fame. Some staff recognition. You guys may see all these people on the call, Isabella, Annie, and Zach. I am looking for more assistant managers. If you guys are interested in leadership and advancement opportunity, please let me know. And then that brings us to today's teaching topic. So today's teaching topic is going to be social media messaging and how to build a names list along with holiday sales. So if you guys want to go ahead and take out your guys' notebooks, we're going to be going ahead and diving into that social media part of the job. So first things first is I want you guys to write down is social media is going to be your best friend. Social media is going to be your best friend. You guys are 1 degree away from knowing thousands of people. And what I mean by that is I'm 1 person away. So like Annie knows hundreds of people. That's 1 degree away. She could connect me to thousands of people. Walker, I know you go to CU Boulder right now, and you know a ton of people. You're in the frat, so you know a ton of your frat guys. And I'm 1 connection away from knowing thousands of more people. And so with social media, you're able to connect with people instantly, no matter where they live, where they're from, or even how you know them. You're able to build those instant connections like that. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and show you guys just the power of social media messaging. I'm also going to throw some scripts into the chat box. So let's go ahead and dive into this script first. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this script into the chat box. You guys can copy and paste this into your guys's notes. You can text it to yourself, take a picture, recopy it. But it's just a simple message that you guys could send to your friends. And what that message is, it says, hey, I know this probably sounds a little weird, but I'm working on the scholarship. And all I need to do is ask people over the age of 30 a quick question. So I was wondering if I can grab your mom or dad's cell phone number. If you guys aren't currently in college, you guys can just say, hey, I'm in a huge contest to win a trip to Mexico. And all I need to do is ask people over the age of 30 a quick question. Like, it could be as simple as that, just that simple line change, and just catering that script towards you would be perfect. And then I put some common responses in there as well. If they say no, you're just like, hey, no worries. I'm really just trying to go after the scholarship. All I need to do is ask people a quick question. I want to help out a lot. Who's easier to talk to, your mom or your dad? And if they ask, what is the question? You'd say, hey, I just have to get their opinion on a product. Even if they're not interested, I get credit for the scholarship. It's called the All-American Scholarship, and I can win up to $1,000. So once again, if you're not in school, if you're not in college, you can just say, hey, I'm in a huge contest and I can win a 100% all expense paid trip to Mexico. And if they say, can I just ask them, just like, hey, I only get credit if I ask them myself. So even if they're too busy, it would help just to give them a call. So who's easier to talk to, your mom or your dad? So that's a simple script that you guys can use with just some common like copy and paste responses. And so next thing I want you guys to go ahead and write down is all of the types of social media that you guys can use for this. So first one is Snapchat. Literally go through your guys' Snapchat contacts, start at A, and send this message to literally everyone. Hit all the A's, B's, C's, all the way down to Z, and send this message to literally everyone. Now, with social media messaging, the rules are kind of different. With the phones, it's what, 4-to-1 ratio. So if you make 4 phone calls, you'll get 1 person to answer and book a demo with them. With social media messaging, it's a little bit different. We have a 10-to-1 ratio. So for every 10 people you'll message, you'll get 1 response back. But the beauty about social media messaging is you can send out 10 messages, and about the same time you can send or make 1 phone call. So it's just that copy, paste, send, and just sending it to as many people as you possibly can. So this is for you guys to message your personal network. So your Snapchat, Instagram, your Facebook friends, any social media that you guys have that you can do direct messaging, even Twitter. I've seen people message people on Twitter as well. This is a really great way and resource to help build up that names list. I've been doing this job for a long time. And anytime that I start to get low on names and numbers, or we have a big sales contest, what I do is I just take this message and I copy, paste, and send it to literally everyone that I can possibly think of. Next is going to be your guys' parents' Facebook. And this is the one that I want to spend the most of the time on, because that's where all your guys' Mac customers are going to be. So in that message down there, I have the parent Facebook message. So I'm going to read mine because it has like a lot of him, hers, pronouns, and all that kind of fun stuff. So it just says, hey, my name is, or hey, customer's name. My name is Trey McCullough. I'm Kendra Partee son. I'm going after this huge scholarship for college, and all I need to do is ask you a quick question. I was hoping I could get your number and give you a quick call. It's as simple as that. And if you're not in college, you can just, once again, switch out scholarship for contest, and it works the exact same as well. So that's how you send to your parents' Facebook. Now, you're probably thinking, Trey, you just want me to blast messages to anyone and everyone that I know on social media. Like, how does that work? And I actually want to show you guys. So I'm going to hop over to my mom's Facebook. Don't judge the 12-year-old picture of me. That's when I was chubby. I don't know what I was doing. Collar out, untucked. Wow. Anyway, so my mom has 803 Facebook friends, which means I'm 1 degree away from knowing 803 people. My mom has been on this planet a lot longer than I have, and she knows a lot more people than I know, right? And my mom's a Mac customer. So guess who my mom hangs out with? Other Mac customers. And so I just want to show you guys some messages that I've sent throughout the years. So I want to go ahead and start over here with Miss Rita. Miss Rita was one of our family friends. We went to the same church. And so I literally copied and pasted that message. I said, hey, Rita, my name is Trey McCullough, whatever. And she's a good family friend. So she said, hey, baby, I can't talk right now, but you can give me a call tomorrow. Dropped her phone number in the chat box, ended up scheduling the appointment with her, sold her a Homemaker +8. And I want you guys to look at the timestamp too. That was in July of 2020. In July of 2021, I used that same message and sent it to another one of my mom's Facebook friends, Nick. And he said the same thing. He said, sure, just sat down for dinner. Could you give a call tomorrow? Boom, phone number right there. Ended up selling him a 8-pack of table knives and sold him a flatware chest, over $1,000 order. And then Bailey Smith, earlier this year in August, I sent this message out to her. I said, hey, Bailey, same message, sent the number back immediately, booked a demo with her, ended up selling her a kitchenette set. So from 2020 to even 2022, I've been sending messages to my mom's Facebook and getting responses. I've been getting names and numbers. So does this work? Does social media messaging work? Absolutely. Use this to your guys' advantage. Mac customers are everywhere. They're 1 degree away. They're 1 degree away. And using, being able to use your parents' Facebook, either mom's Facebook, dad's Facebook, you can even use your boyfriend, girlfriend's Facebook as well, and just be like, hey, I'm so-and-so's boyfriend, I'm so-and-so's girlfriend. That's a connection, right? That gives you that foot in the door to be able to build a list of hundreds of thousands of people. So if we're going after mission 100, it's going to take over 1,000 messages sent. It's going to take 1,000 messages to get 100 names and numbers. So how quickly can you send out 1,000 messages? Who can you send 1,000 messages to? Look at mom's Facebook, dad's Facebook, boyfriends, girlfriends. You could even say like your best friend. You'd be like, hey, like for example, if I'm sending messages to Walker's friends on Facebook or Instagram, I'd be like, hey, I'm friends with Walker. I'm not sure if you know me personally or not, but I'm in this huge contest to win a scholarship for school or win a trip to Mexico. I was wondering if I can grab your mom's name and phone number so she could help me out. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, whatever the connection is, use that to your guys' advantage to grow that names list. And it is worth the time. It is worth the investment. And you don't even need to make it like a big thing. Like what I do is like, I'll put on some like Netflix, or I'll put on a movie, and I'll just be sitting on my computer, just copy, paste, send, copy, paste, send, copy, paste, send. And I'll watch a movie, send out 100 DMs. And if you do that for 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 days in a row, you can get it done within 2 hours and send out hundreds of messages and get hundreds of names and numbers and grow that contact list of people who you know are Mac customers and people who you know will buy from you. So the keys to this is going to be sending a ton of messages. The goal is to send 1,000 DMs. And if you want to break it down, break it down. 10 days sending 100. 3 days sending 250, whatever it might be. Break it down, make it easy, make it tangible, and invest the time into this, because the more preparation you guys put into this names list, the more preparation you guys get to mission 100 or getting 100 Mac customers on your guys' list, the better you guys are going to be for this winter push. Second thing is make sure that you're using all social media platforms to your guys' advantage. Send them on Snapchat, send them on Instagram, send them on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. No matter what the source is, be sending out this message to anyone and everyone. The more names and numbers that you guys have, the better off you guys will be. And then lastly, key number 3 is going to be that 10-to-1 ratio. For every 10 messages you send, you're going to get 1 response back. Now, some people who are a little bit more prevalent on social media, so I know Miss Annie Neeson, she's been really hitting social media hard. She might have a higher response rate. Sometimes her response rate might be like a 5-to-1 or like a 6-to-1 response. Sometimes it might be a little higher. Like I've had times where I sent out 30, 40 DMs and only got 1 name and number back. It's all a numbers game, and it's how can I plug and play this to my advantage. So I know for a fact, if you guys send out 1,000 messages between now and November 29th, you guys will get 100 names and numbers on your guys' list to crush all of your sales for winter push. The more preparation you put into this names list right now will set you up to win that free trip to Mexico. And those free trips to Mexico, let me tell you right now, they don't suck. They don't suck. So that's going to be kind of like the first part of our messages today. The second part of our messages is going to be selling around the holidays. So you guys can go ahead and title this holiday sales. And to bring up Sky's point from earlier today, first thing I want you guys to go ahead and write down is any order placed after December 14th. So any order placed after December 14th, there is no guarantee that your customers will get that order by Christmas. So December 14th is that cutoff day. You guys all got an email about it. So any order that you guys place after December 14th, it is not guaranteed to get there by Christmas.
Trey, can I add to your social media thing?
Yes, absolutely.
So if you do make a post, like Trey sent me the sales that we have going on right now, like our Black Friday sale especially. I put it on Facebook and then I just put like little like blimps like forever guarantee and then explained what the forever guarantee meant and then like really like emphasize that they're American made because that's a huge deal. But have your friends share it, have your boyfriend share it because then it reaches more people than what you're friends with. That's actually how I got my sale this week is because my husband shared something and one of his friends contacted me. So
Awesome. I love it. Yeah, the power of social media right there. Have your mom, dad, boyfriend, girlfriend, your friends even share that post. The more people that it can contact, the better off you guys are going to be as well. Thank you, Annie, for that. That's awesome. I didn't even know that. That's pretty cool. So with that being said, so any order after December 14th will not get there by Christmas. So bring into Annie's point of specials and Black Friday sales. I actually have a ton of posts for you guys to use on your guys' social media to help you guys make sales throughout this holiday weekend as well. We have Thanksgiving and Black Friday and Cyber Monday all coming up next week, and people are going to be spending money online buying products that they've never seen in use, never held, and they're going to be buying hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of things. Over $1 billion will be spent within the next 2 weeks. Over $1 billion. I saw that stat the other day and I was like, that is nuts. So online shopping is going to be more prevalent now than ever before. And we want to be able to take that momentum and use that to our advantage. So I have a couple of deals and discounts. I'm just going to briefly go through these and show you guys where to find these deals as well. So this is our Thanksgiving homemaker special. If they buy a homemaker, they get a kitchen tool set, entertainer pack, and super shears for free. The next is the holiday specials for dads, so they can buy any 2 hunting or fishing knives and get a free pocket knife or a golf mate for free. Next is our canned good discounts. So if you donate a can of food to your local food pantry or local food bank, we can give you a ridiculously huge deal on any of these sets. So the only thing they have to do is donate a can of food to their local food bank. We go on goodwill and good faith that they're going to do it. We'll just give them the discount right then and there. So you can get incredible deals on the galley set, the essential set, the studio set as well. So some incredible deals, some incredible discounts. All of these photos are going to be put into the GroupMe after team meeting today as well. So if you guys are not in the GroupMe, let me know. I'll add you in there. And then you guys will be able to have access to these. Next is our signature set, silver cup, our signature set holiday deal, where if they get a signature set, they get over $1,000 worth of free stuff. Barbecue tool set, sharpener, cutting board, pruners, can opener, and an entertainer pack. Stocking stuffers. What this is pretty much a buy 3, get 1 free with any of these items right here. So those are your options there. And then our Black Friday sale, which is going to be the most important one, where if they purchase a homemaker plus 8, they get an entire kitchenette set and a tray for free. So if they buy Cutco for themselves, they can give Cutco to mom, dad, uncle, grandma, grandpa, pretty much anyone that they want. They can give that kitchenette set away for a Christmas gift as well for spoiling themselves before the holidays. So you're probably wondering, Trey, how do I access this? Where do I go to see those? So if you guys go to your Vector Connect, go to Cutco orders and then enter orders. It'll pull up your guys' page where you guys will place all of your guys' orders. Of course, it's taking 10 years to load. There we go. And then go to the shop tab. Right here in the bundles section, Well, let me empty my cart. Right here in the bundle section, all of those deals and discounts will be right here in bundles as soon as it loads. Cuck likes to take a long time. But in that bundle section, all the things that you guys will need, all the deals, all the discounts is right there. So Black Friday homemaker set with free kitchenette, Galley +6 canned food discount, the holiday host package, all of those little flyers that I had for you guys, all of those specials and deals are right here. So for example, let's say that your customer wants to do the holiday signature set package. You just click add to cart, and then it adds everything to the cart and already has everything that you get for free bonused off in the cart. And then you just need to click checkout and do whatever customization of colors that your customer wants. And it's all going to be right there for you guys. So you just got to click add to cart on whatever special they want to do, check out, and then place the order. So all of those deals and discounts, all those pictures, it's right there for you guys to access as well. So it makes it really easy, makes it really simple for you guys just to sling a lot of blades this next weekend. Any questions on holiday sales? Any questions on social media messaging and how to grow your names list? Cool. Who thought that was pretty dope? Awesome. Who's excited to sell some Cutco this Thanksgiving break? Me too. I'm lit up and I'm excited. So that's gonna be our sales talk for the day. Next thing I want to go ahead and talk about is I have this really cool TED Talk pulled up, and we're gonna go ahead and just watch this TED Talk, and I'm going to stop the recording because if I record the video and then post it back onto YouTube, I'll get taken down. So we'll come back to you guys who are watching the recording after we watch this video. Yo, that was fire. That was really fire. And so actually, before I dive in and talk about that video, what were some of your guys' takeaways from that video? Annie?
I thought the whole thing was really good, to be honest. I don't know, there's not really a specific thing.
Awesome. Anyone else want to share?
I agree with Andy. Like, there's not really anything specific. I think it's a good video to watch, though, like how he uses his daughter as an example too, and like the worry over here, like over her, like what am I gonna do? Like, I think that's really good for people to pay attention to, especially because didn't he say she was like 12?
In
Like,
year 12, so she's a
year
senior in
12,
high school.
Yeah, see, that is like, I'm still at that point. I feel like a lot of people are still at that point. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Absolutely.
I think that's good to pay attention to and think about, because everybody's kind of afraid of what they're going to do, if they're going to be successful or not successful.
Absolutely. Sky said in the chat box, he set an example to do to it all. Absolutely. Yeah, it's setting that example. I love it. And so what I really got from that talk, and the reason why I picked that, was because especially in sales, and especially in our line of work, it's really easy to focus on the definition. Or like, hey, if I get to this point, then I'll be successful. If I can sell this amount and get to this point, then I'll be successful. Then I'll be successful if I can do this, if I can do this, if I can do this. And in sales, we set really big goals for ourselves, right? And I think that sometimes as salespeople, we set ourselves in a very like a loophole of like, all right, we need to get to that next level. And then we get there and it's like, okay, but we can do this, but also we can do this, but also we should be doing this. And it's always aiming after that next thing, that next best thing, the next best sales report, the next best sales week, no matter what it might be, instead of really taking the journey and not focusing on the end destination, right? Even if we have a sales week, it could always been bigger, right? We could always done better. Like there's always room for improvement, but true success is the journey to how we get there, not necessarily the end result. And so he was talking about his daughter wanting to go to school and do all these things, and she was unsure about how successful she will be in the future. But the main point of that talk is no matter where you end up, no matter that end destination, the destination doesn't matter. It's more of the journey of how you get there. So don't be afraid if you don't get to that right destination. Don't be afraid if you don't hit that sales goal. Don't be afraid if you actually hit your sales goal to hit that next one, right? That's not the end all be all. That will not define your guys' success, right? What's going to define your guys' success is the journey and the steps that you take to get to that next point, which kind of tying back into the quote of the day, it's never too late to become the best, or it's never too late to become who you might have been. Right. So sometimes we think we need to become this person. We need to be this. We need to do that. And it's not too late to get to that point. It's about that journey to that point that really matters. So, I really like that video. So I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it as well. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is we are going to go ahead and dive into a phone jam. So you guys can use this next time, this next 40 minutes. We'll have 40 minutes of social media messaging or phone calls. So with that being said, if you guys are going to be focusing on phone calls and setting up demos for the rest of your guys' week, the goal is to get to 20 phone calls per rep with a 4-to-1 ratio. We'll book 5 demos per rep, and every phone call you make matters, every demo you book matters, and you guys matter to our team. If you're focused more on building that names list, you don't have a lot of people to call, be focused on sending out those social media messages, right? And that 10-to-1 ratio, you're 1 degree away of knowing thousands of people. So how can we build and how can we expand on getting those names and numbers? How can we expand our list and set ourselves up for success? So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into our phone jam / social media blasting. Use this time to really make sure that we're getting something done. I know it's going to be easy just to hop on and like do other things and get distracted by other things, but let's use this time to be productive. Let's use this time as a journey building time. So with that being said, let's go ahead and rock.